Hey guys, hey, my name is Rich Shertenlieb. Welcome to Nonsense 911, where my unhealthy obsession with the strange, frivolous, and completely unnecessary 911 calls from all over the world become your entertainment. Now, these are all real calls. And for years, I have been collecting the most absurd of the absurd from all over the country. And the one thing that I can say about all of them is that the dispatchers and the police officers that have to respond to these things are saints that walk among us. Now, I have had people ask when my obsession with these nonsensical 911 calls began, and I can tell you exactly when that happened. There was a news story that happened just up the road from where I live, and I thought to myself, what do those calls sound like? Let's go to the tape. I got it right here.
A new leaf blower law just took effect in one local community, and as WBZ's Ryan Kath shows us, the police department is now deluged with complaints.
Leaf blowers have a high-pitched, screeching whine. It's impossible to think. They raise your blood pressure. I have to leave my house.
And if it was up to Karen Bray, leaf blowers would be banned.
It's insanity.
The homeowner was the driving force behind a new law prohibiting gas-powered blowers from Memorial Day to Labor Day and lowering the noise limit from 77 decibels down to 65 decibels year-round.
I don't even think the leaf blower is that loud. She just wanted to have an excuse to yell at a guy that wouldn't talk back.
There's a huge number of people who are very angry and upset.
Of course her name is Karen. Of course that's her name.
We didn't know what to expect.
But police certainly didn't expect this. Since the law took effect in April, they've responded to more than 320 leaf blower calls. And almost 75% of the time, when an officer arrived, the landscaping company was either gone or following the rules.
I want to move in next door to her just to see her complaints to me on nextdoor.com, which is, by the way, the greatest app of all time.
We don't think that's the best use of public resources.
And the records WBZ obtained show a small vocal group of 15 people is responsible for nearly half of the complaints. The most frequent caller has dialed police 18 times.
From what I gather, they were just calling every time somebody drove by or every time a lawnmower started.
So I thought to myself, all right, I have to hear what these 911 calls sound like. And you know what? I actually have just kind of a quick sample here. This isn't even one of the ones I was going to get to today, but why not? We're already on the subject. This is exactly, I went directly to, this was in Brookline, Massachusetts, and it went directly to their 911 department, and I got a whole batch of these phone calls, and the very first call that I got started off like this.
I was taking pictures of a landscaper who was using gasoline-powered leaf blowers, taking pictures, and this guy came over and started blowing all the dust at me, and then had words with me because I always take pictures of them doing that.
I just imagine this guy just trying to do his job, and here comes National Geographic out there to take like photos, gets right in his face. Oh God, I would give my left nut to just see him take that blower and probably blew his toupee off. I was taking pictures of a landscaper. Were you now?
I was taking pictures of a landscaper.
Yes, of course you were. I mean, boy, how great would it be to go? Because I guarantee you at like dinner with his friends, he's going through his like photos thing, and it's just random. Like, what are you doing with these random people blowing leaves? All right, so that's where it all began. Let's get to some new calls here. I got this one also from right up the road from where I live. I'm starting local. This is an area called Marblehead, Massachusetts. Now, Marblehead, just to describe it, is a beautiful seaside town. It's gorgeous. Right on the water. It's kind of way away from everything. You kind of got to want to get there, but it is loaded with money and entitlement. And if you didn't believe me, then maybe you will by listening to this next call. Let me put the headphones on here. Let's go to the tape. Nonsense 911, Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Marblehead Police Recorder line. Hi there. I do want to talk to someone who might be able to help me with my son. He's being frustratingly oppositional, and I wondered if there's someone I could talk to.
Okay, and how old is he?
14.
Okay. And is this happening right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just refusing to go to camp.
Okay, all right. First of all, arrest her immediately. Drive over to the house. Take this 911 call seriously. Drive over, arrest her. I'm going to say that in probably a lot of these calls because they're usually wasting the time and energy of, you know, what if someone on the other line is getting stabbed and this woman is complaining that her kid, you know, she's got brunch reservations in 20 minutes. This is a crisis. You got to get the kid out to the camp. Oh my gosh. You can almost even hear the dispatcher rolling her eyes. And this woman's probably seen people call 911 because their McNuggets were cold. All right, let me just go back a little bit.
Hi there. I do want to talk to someone who might be able to help me with my son. He's being frustratingly oppositional, and I wondered if there's someone I could talk to.
Okay. And how old is he?
14.
Okay. And is this happening right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just refusing to go to camp, and he's just like lying around in bed, and he's just this is a pattern with him, and we've got to find a way to break the pattern. He's just being really difficult.
Okay, let me have a cruiser come up.
Oh my God, please. I've never wanted a police cam more in my life. My kid wants to go to camp. Well, I mean, what are we supposed to do? Well, I pay $3,000 a week. He's got friendship bracelets to make. Get his ass out of bed. They should go there and take the kid away and actually throw him you know what? With all this Trump stuff going on, they should actually send him to an El Salvadorian prison. Although this mom sounds like she probably wouldn't even care. Maybe try talking to the kid. And maybe she did. Maybe the conversation was, will you go to camp? No, you're disrespecting my brunch plans. Maybe this is completely different. I'm thinking about this wrong. Maybe she's calling, it's like Minority Report. She sees a future crime happening if they don't do this. I need my kid to go to camp because if I don't get 5 days of silence and Sauvignon Blanc, I'm going to commit a crime myself.
Might be able to help me with my son. He's being frustratingly oppositional.
And of course, and you know what? And of course, you can hear the woman on 911 on the other end. She's heard all of this before. This is, and in Marblehead, I'm sure it's the exact same. All right, well, let's go to Brookline, Massachusetts, home of the leaf blower mania. And let's go to a woman who's got a little bit of a problem with her neighbor. What could it be? Is this gentleman, is he a drug dealer? Is he a ne'er-do-well? Who is causing all sorts, is he robbing apartments? Is he stealing cars? Let's take a listen.
911, the phone is recorded. Where is your emergency?
Hi, this is Stay with the Transfer. I have a caller online. She's in apartment 9R reporting the people in 10R purposely don't flush the toilet, and so it smells really bad in her apartment.
Okay. Hello? It's deliberate. It's been going on and on. It's beginning to make it.
She sounds exactly what I thought she would sound like. It's deliberate. What is she expecting to happen? These people to go over there. So this guy's taking dumps so bad next door that deliberately, it's like warfare. She's going to go and kick down the door. It's like, we got a code brown over at 348 Linden Street. Oh God, and her voice is so perfect. Oh, all right, I gotta go back a minute.
People in 10R purposely don't flush the toilet, and so it smells really bad in her apartment.
Okay. Hello? It's deliberate. It's been going on and on. It's beginning to make me sick. Okay. I'm in 9R. The problem is coming from 10R.
All right. And have you called management about this, or?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Nothing effective has been done. The point is, I'm just getting sick from it.
Like, is it smelling in the hallway on the 10th floor, or is it?
It's my bathroom has now gotten so bad I can't even use it most of the time.
I've burned sage. I've lit incense. I sprayed Febreze so hard that my 10 cats have asthma. Nothing's working. Did I mention it's deliberate?
Nothing effective has been done. The point is, I'm just getting sick from it.
Like, is it smelling in the hallway on the 10th floor, or is it?
It's my bathroom has now gotten so bad I can't even use it most of the time, or sometimes I can't use it at all.
And
sometimes, half the day.
Is the management doing anything about this?
Right. This is an HOA situation, not a 911 situation. Your $480 a month should afford you at least having Lenny, the guy who lives down the street, to come over and do a nice knock on the door and say, "Excuse me, sir, if it's brown, flush it down." I mean, I understand if it's yellow, you're going to let it mellow, but I mean, this is a completely different case. You don't call 911, you call the homeowners association. Like, what does she do? What has she been doing?
Is the management doing anything about this, or
No.
is it causing any other?
It's also, by the way, this hazard. It's terrible.
It's warfare. Yes. It's like Guantanamo, but for your nose. It's a health hazard. Yes. I mean, who knows? I just read an article that you're supposed to close the lid every time you flush the toilet after going number 2, which seems completely unnecessary, but I guess it just sprays particles all over the place. So maybe she's onto something. I don't know. I'm not going to touch it.
Causing any other?
It's also, by the way, this hazard. It's terrible.
It's a hazard. What?
It's a health hazard. If she has any disease, it's going to go all over.
It's gonna go. Okay.
Hang on. Did she just say it's a she? Oh. Even for some reason, I'd mentioned just like this, Danny Aiello looking guy. Or maybe it's like Precious. Maybe it's like someone like Bette Midler, but 3 Bette Midlers. I don't know why I just said that. I think I just imagined what would be the smelliest person, and Bette Midler for some reason came up. She did sing the song "The Rose."
To your unit, or?
No, just stench.
Okay.
But really bad and deliberate.
Okay. Well, if they don't let them in there, they don't smell anything.
There's a guard right at the door. Right. I can phone and I can go down and tell her they're coming.
Okay.
There's a guard right at the main entrance on the street.
But I mean, without being able to get into the...
There's a guard right inside. She will see the police and open the door.
All right. Well, if somebody go check it out.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Did you understand? There's a guard in a glass door. She will see them.
No. I don't mean in the...
There's an elevator. You just get
off
the
Yeah,
elevator.
is there a guard?
I know they can get off the elevator, but...
They can get into mine. I will let them in. I assume I don't know what she will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bring a mask. Oh, God. Holy moly. There you go. Real calls, real heroes. Once again, a saint on the other end. And the poor people that had to go over there instead of going to help the person who's getting stabbed in the throat. Thank you for listening to another edition of Nonsense 911. If you know of any 911 calls, or if you're a dispatcher or you are a police officer and you've been called on one of these before, please send me your tip. It's rich@heyrichhey.com, and I will make sure to get back to you. Once again, most of these come from police officers and people who actually listen to the show who have sent these to me in the past, because we want the world to know what they have to deal with. Responding to calls of real crime instead of little Johnny not going to camp and someone taking a dump that's way too stinky in apartment 2R. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, you can like, subscribe, and we'll be kicking out these podcasts several times a week. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Rich Shertenlieb. It's Nonsense 911. Goodbye.